was just a bar.
A
None
big
of that was
square
there.
room, wasn't it? That was it.
None of
Give
that
us 2
was there.
seconds and we'll get all this
It's
on.
all been extended, isn't
Well,
it?
it has. None of
That
that
way
was there,
and
was
this
it?
way. That way.
It was much smaller,
Well,
wasn't
there's
it?
a games room there. That was never there.
No, it was much smaller. That was where we just came in. That was the.
That was the entrance, wasn't it? Where
that
you
was
did
it,
get
and
in.
It used to stop there,
Yeah, and that was it.
and it wasn't that deep, was it?
No, because the bar was along the back.
And none of that over there was there.
No.
It was just a whole crowd of people. It was kind of like
Bit like a
it was
social
kind of like
club.
being in a working man's club.
Was,
Wasn't
wasn't it?
And
A
how
small
big are
one.
we saying this stage was? Nothing.
It was only small,
it? No, it
wasn't
was
it?
about 12 feet across. I would think.
Yeah, it wasn't ever so big, was it?
No.
And it wasn't very wide either.
I mean, we used to come on from there.
Yeah.
That was your dressing room.
Yep.
That was
basically.
just behind
That
that.
was
yeah.
everybody's dressing room.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you something. You know, I reckon the back of the stage was here.
Yeah, yeah.
I reckon it was here
Yeah,
because
to
that
here.
whole area back there was a dressing. Look, this was a dressing room here. We used to come on through here, and this was
And
how
this was about it.
this is how wide the stage was, how deep it was, and it was about 12 foot across.
Yeah, that's it.
And we used to put the whole show on here. Everybody used to do a turn in here.
Yeah.
And this was the place to be really on the camp, wasn't it? Of
Yeah.
an evening, you know, this was really all the entertainment. All the comedians were on in here. Special guest artist every weekend, you know,
Yeah.
like Emma used to do. Mammy, I can't think of his name.
No.
He used to black up to the old minstrel thing, you know. He used to tear the place up, didn't he? But this is where we first sort of started going down well, wasn't it?
Our first
In
time
here.
sang in here, wasn't it? Yeah. In this
right
bar.
on that spot there.
Yeah.
That's right. So what about the capacity in here? What were we playing to? You know,
Oh, it must have
Well,
been
not that many.
all of about, I don't know, about 80,
100
80 people,
80, 100
90
people at the most, yeah.
Well, you know, most people were in here. It was full every night. But of course, there was the games room was happening. There was always something happening in the ballroom. But you know, so the campers were generally milling about, having a good time. You know.
4 choices.
But
Yeah.
I think it was if you came in here, it was you know first in, first served. So if you managed to get a seat,
That's it,
and
you
this
stayed.
was definitely the place to be because it was non-stop in here, wasn't it?
Yeah, something all the
Entertainment. We used to
time.
just keep it going all the while. You know, one of us would go on. You going on next? Go on, then you get on there. And everybody would just go on and do their turns. You
How
know.
many acts are we talking about, Rick, in one night?
Well, we had Peters and Dell,
Yeah.
didn't we?
David Giles,
David Giles
There
was
was
the
you.
male vocalist.
there was us two,
There's me,
Lindy.
You were the Harrison twins.
Harrison twins, yeah. There was Lindy.
It's about 6 or 7 acts a
Seven
night,
night,
wasn't
wasn't
it?
it? Yeah.
Going on and off.
But we used to do different things. You know, we'd all get together and we'd have a little sketch rehearsed up, and we'd all be on here doing something, wouldn't
Yeah.
Well, we did an Arabian Nights show, didn't we, with all of us dressed up in
we?
Arab gear and that.
Literally cut holes in deck chair covers and
And
put them
ma-
over
and
our
made-
heads,
made
put a
these-
belt round us, and you
That was it.
put a thing on
Yeah,
your
the
head.
rest
and you-
two.
And then we did a black and white minstrels where you all blacked up.
Yeah, that wasn't here though. That wasn't here.
You sure?
No, that was at Floral Pavilion.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
New
I thought
Brighton.
we did one of them here as well.
And we did the day at the races at New Brighton as well with
Yeah.
Stephanie Gavot.
Yeah, yeah.
What was her name? Oh God, her and her. Mavis White
The two Judys.
Yeah, and Peggy Naylor.
and Peggy Naylor.
Yeah.
But you know, way back then in the early '60s, it was all such fun. You know, to be doing these reviews. We did the pantomime, The Babes in Robin Hood's Wood.
Yeah.
And right, I'm like a needle with two eyes. I'm fucking so skinny. I'm Friar Tuck. Right? And I'm only 16. I told you about that, didn't I? And do you remember that television show, the first one we ever did, in Wales, where they invited us down to Wales to do How Many Gentle Flowers Grow? And I ended up dressed up as a fucking gnome.
No,
that was at mine.
that was at Minehead with the Dallas Boys.
Right,
Was
there you have
Minehead
it.
with the
Minehead,
Dallas
yeah.
Boys.
Was
That
it?
was, yeah.
But we were on telly. That was the first
Yeah.
time I was on telly, because I
Yeah.
remember complaining about wearing the green tie, right? Dressed up as this gnome. And but we couldn't resist it, could we? Because actually on telly, it was Welsh television, I think.
Well,
Wasn't
it was the whole show, wasn't it? Did
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Amazing. Alan Mills,
Yeah.
is he still alive?
Doreen Lavender, yeah,
Yeah.
as far as I know.
She was the first woman.
Janet Brown.
Yeah.
Janet Brown.
She's a Sinead now, you know that.
Oh, what?
Sinead O'Connor, Goner.
Oh,
yes.
right.
Died a
Yes.
few years ago, didn't she?
Yeah.
Because she was married to Peter Butterworth.
Yeah.
And they had digs right opposite
To
us
us.
in Pagnell Road,
Yeah.
was it? Down there?
Was it? Where
Oh, in
Pagnell
Joan and Jerry
Joan
lived.
and Jerry
Down in,
Passmore.
well, that was Minehead, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yes.
God, you know, it all pans into one another, doesn't it? All these seasons, who we
Who was
worked with,
there?
and you know, Roger Davidson, the trumpet player.
That was
Do you
Skegness.
remember going to see him at the Astor Club?
Yes.
He did a gig at the Astor Club,
Yes.
and we thought, blimey, he's doing well, you know, on at
The
the
Astor
Astor
Club.
Club.
That's a right
That's
hole.
big news, and it was a real piss hole, wasn't it? I just happened to have a guitar.
I thought
But
we wanted
that
the.
gig in Minehead, didn't Flanagan and Allen do it as well? Remember Flanagan and Allen?
I do.
They did
I
a
know
thing
Bud
there.
Flanagan used
did.
to do a thing there.
And it was him. 'Cause
I thought you wanted the.
What?
How's your father over
I
here?
do, but I mean, I got just involved in the chat, didn't I? Yeah. I'll go and have a-
Yeah, I need
I'll go and
one
have a
as well.
lemon and,
Well, let's give it 5.
This one's the ladies.
I followed you in the loop before. You don't worry about that. Where's the blokes then?
I don't really know. You'll be fine.
And the lovely. I'll go tell you something else in a minute. Yeah, hang on.
Drumming it kept making a noise like a.
Like it was hitting the frets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what had happened, one of the screws on the. What's
Plate.
it called?
Yeah.
Was sticking up, and all you had to do was screw it down.
Yeah,
and
but
then it stopped.
how did it get that mark on it? That Gretsch Tennessee of yours.
What about it?
It had a mark on it, didn't it? I thought.
Yeah,
How did
But
it
when I
get
bought
that
it,
mark? Oh, was it on it when you bought it?
I think it was because I cried when I bought it, didn't
Yeah,
I?
but that's because when you were strumming it, it was making a funny
Yeah, it
noise.
was
but
rattling, wasn't it?
Yeah,
The
but
scratch plate was
one of
rattling.
the screws was up too high, and you just screwed it
and
down,
I
and
paid
it
all
was
this
fine.
money for it. I paid about
Yeah.
90 quid for it.
I know
or
it was a lot of
something.
money back then.
Bloody right. it
Remember
was,
that
and it-
12 string?
It didn't sound right. Yeah.
Remember the 12 string?
Yeah.
When you started teaching me,
Yeah. It's
and
hard,
you
hard
give
play.
it to me.
Did I? You still got it?
I hit you over the head with it outside Charing Cross Station, didn't I? Because you kept going on about it. I give you that guitar, I'll have it back. Bonk.
Right now I've got to rehearse some chords up here. I've forgotten it.
You got your capo?
Yeah, because you always had your guitar tuned wrong, didn't you? In the cracks.
What key did we used to do that in? Let's get on. Hang on.
F sharp, probably.
No. I couldn't play an F sharp in those days. You just, I still can't.
Well, you had
Let's
it
get
all
up on the
tuned
stage.
wrong, didn't you?
I tuned to how I liked it.
I know.
Yeah.
Whenever we went to do,
And then
get somebody to play
play
with us,
with
they
us,
was
they
playing in the
was
cracks.
I should have bought a strap.
Right.